We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here's a 6-year man, Austin Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The Browns at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, what a matchup we have here in the AFC North on this All Hallows Eve, otherwise known, of course, as Halloween. Kids probably shuffling home right now from trick-or-treating, all hopped up on sugar and ready to drive their parents crazy as these two old rivals get together here on this final day of October in a game that's been highly anticipated.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But
touchdown, Browns! Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Burrow. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now the Cincinnati native, also former Bearcat, and now a Bengal, Kevin Huber to punt it away. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. It's taken to the 26. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Watson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength. That's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to give the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And power the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Myles Garrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
You don't believe in games in your career. Do you believe in momentum?
I do. I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The slot man in motion right.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, 37 yards.
And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make our score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, it's Watson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. On the move to his left. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Watson now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So they come on 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eckler now between the tackles. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3rd and 2, Watson.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Anthony Walker up behind the line and finishing that play off.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
He sets to fire deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21 yards there on third down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. His throw caught at about the 5.
Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
There's Chris Olave.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Now it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the end zone, Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's Fuller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. On 1st down, it's Watson. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to perhaps salt this one away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. But things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they just...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jadeveon Clowney showing explosiveness on the sack.
Here's Burrow.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
To throw, Burrow.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watson to throw. He's got Eckler.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Watson.
He's got Njoku over the middle. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This from long, very long range. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow.
Got an open man. It's Olave.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Browns are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. He had the interception woes in regulation, and now they carry over into overtime. And on the other side, CD, all they need is a field goal to win it.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Brandon, because he has not been sharp all game long. He's been rather loose with some of his passes, and this one might cost him the ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 77 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Watson. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Second and 6. On the option, here's Eckler.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Here's Watson.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
To throw, Watson.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much.